Portraits started as an experiment to combine the interests and influences of two musicians living on different continents, but united by a desire to create new and interesting music. One of our original goals was to really dive into topical issues for each song and scour the subject matter for content and accuracy on a level that's not really typical for modern music. We also wanted to be equally thorough with the creation of the music, combining artistic and creative energy in a way that would allow a seamless connection between the music and the topic. So, for example, if a theme in the song involved numerology, those particular numbers were used for aspects of the time signature, the tempo, the note scales. It didn't take long before we were both buried under reams of papers, song notes, books on music composition and history. It's been a long journey, and definitely one that we're both very happy to have been involved with.
Can we seek certainty? Please help us find it. Much is hate, no escape. Fade to black. Water floods the land. Fade to black.
Tim, how many channels do we have? Mics. We have 23 drum mics on this kit, and it's sounding just amazing. But with those 23 mics, requires a level of precision in tuning the drums. And we were wondering where this buzz was today, and I was hitting the floor tom, and something was buzzing. We're on the floor looking, and it ended up being my drum key, which has this little swivel handle, and it was just vibrating. The place we're recording this in is just amazing, sound-wise, accommodation-wise. You know, our beds are literally like right up the stairs here, so we can just work all day.
It's similar to South Indian, like curries and lots of veggie stuff. Got up and running with the drums. We spent all day yesterday getting the drums sounding really great and checking sounds, setting up microphones and setting up all the gear and making sure that we're happy with how it all sounds from a technical point of view. And then towards the end of yesterday, we got John finally behind his kit to play the first song that we were recording for the album.
Okay, so this is my guitar rig in here. We spent last night just deciding which amps we wanted today. I'm moulding tones to be reamped, and then we're going to move it to be reamped. So my lead tone for the kind of main Portraits guitar, the one I would play live, is coming through. This is a Vox AC30, although it looks vastly different from what you'd expect from a Vox AC30, because this is just the head component and the speakers left in the reamping room. In fact, my lead tone is almost entirely gauged by the drive that's going on of this single pedal, the Germanium Big Muff, which is by far my favourite pedal, maybe of all time. It's really good fun, and it's completely random. Like, you can just get some incredible tone.
Please just let me find
I was just going to discuss the lyrics for a little bit because we put a lot of thought into the lyrics in this album and kind of the progression of the album as a whole. And Ben has put together the things I sent him and added things in this book here. And the main thing about the album is it progresses. It may sound cheesy, but it progresses according to a Shakespearean tragedy. If we wanted to put it together in a way that it was logical, that the songs tied in together, but each song is its own individual thing as well. We wrote them to be standalone songs. It's not really a concept album so much as a cool way of kind of putting the album together. The lyrics, Ben and I work on them together since we're dealing with kind of these scientific topics. I do a lot of the kind of background research using stuff I have in my library and different articles. But there's just so much background research that goes into each song, and we don't want to make the songs too complex so that it doesn't, you can't relate to them. We're not setting out to lecture the listeners about science, but we're covering things like theory of evolution. But we want to do it in a way that it's a musical journey, so that when you listen to the song, you can immediately relate to the lyrics.